What is up, everybody? Well, the day has arrived that I'm gonna do what I said I would and eat a squirrel. I'm really not that excited to do it, but I'm gonna get pumped up the more I go hunting for them, I think. So as you can see, we're in the bush here and there should be squirrels around somewhere. I got all my cooking stuff here. I got all the supplies that I need in there anyways, so I'm just going to probably leave that sitting here somewhere, and then I'm going to take the pellet pew pew and we're going to go and see if we can drop a squirrel with it, see if we can get a good angle. I got the GoPro on there of the poor little guy dropping down. So everything I need to make the squirrel and prepare it, vegetables and some other meat and everything. So I'm pretty excited to get this done with, so let's go see if we can find a squirrel. Alright, so I've been walking for about 10 or 15 minutes and it's pretty wet down here, as you can see. And yeah, there's no squirrels so far, but I think I'm going to try and go up and to the left. It might be drier and there might be more squirrels there. But this will quickly turn into a rabbit hunt and cook if I see one of those instead. But we're going for squirrels, but let's see what happens. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that is a squirrel. All I had to do was stand here. He got angry, started chirping. I feel like he's in the tree right in front of me. Where are you? I'm gonna go to the GoPro on the pew pew. See you guys there. Got him. Nice. Got him. So I might as well get out my supplies that I need now, because it'll be cooking time in no time here. So I heard it's a good idea to have your squirrel wet before you skin it, and that way the hair doesn't get stuck to the meat. You're supposed to actually dip them in water, but I don't have that option, so. Alright, so I'm just trimming out of any little tendons and trying to get any little hairs left that might be on there. And yeah, then I'm gonna fry it up and then I'm gonna put it into the soup afterwards. So should be nice and cooked in there. Don't have to worry about that part. And it's gonna be delicious soup, I think. Even if the squirrel isn't delicious, which actually I gotta admit the meat looks pretty appetizing right now, so I'm not too scared about it. I'm just cutting it up into 5 parts here, and then I'm gonna fry these up, and then I'll put it in the soup. So I'll see you when I'm frying it. Alright, so I got my squirrel cut up and clean nice. Most of the tendons are out and most of the hair's off, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it good. I'm gonna fry it off of the bone a little bit first, and then I'm gonna put it into my soup. So let's see how she fries. I can't believe I'm eating squirrel. Alright, well, it's been frying for a few minutes here. It's starting to look kind of gross, like, I want to say. But yeah, I'm gonna cut up all these vegetables and some other meat, some bacon and beef and garlic and carrots, potatoes, and we'll get all that cooking too. It's gonna be good. Alright, so that's pretty much cooked now. I'm gonna let it cool for a bit, and I might try a bite before I put it in the soup and rip it off the bone and put it in with all these vegetables and all that good stuff. But for now, I'm just gonna keep chopping up these other vegetables and get that ready so we can put it right in the soup. Alright, so we got all our vegetables cut up here. I still gotta fry up the beef and bacon and put it in, but I'm gonna do that next. But first thing is I gotta get the meat off of that bone. So I guess I should try a piece. This is no spices, just butter fried up. Oh wow, that is chewy. Okay, I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. Brutal. This is what I was worried about. It's a small squirrel too, so you know, you'd think that would be better. Yeah, this is just too tough. I'm just gonna cut it off of the bone right now, cook it up in the soup, and then that should soften it up, and then hopefully it's better then, because that is like rubber right now. I barely cooked it that long, so I'm actually getting like a decent amount of meat off this little guy. It's surprising. It's a really small squirrel, but that's a chunk of meat right there, and I got a little pile started by my mushrooms right here, and I'm just gonna cut out all the meat, and we're gonna try squirrel and try and avoid the mosquitoes because they're freaking everywhere right now. Right, this piece looks tender. Let's try a piece of this. Kind of tender. Tastes like butter. Kind of like, I don't know, kind of like a chewy piece of grouse, to be honest. It's not that chewy, but that was not too bad. That was a lot better than I was expecting, to be honest. But I'm hoping it's gonna get a lot better once we get it in the soup. So let's get that going. I'm gonna put in some strips of beef and some bacon, so it should be good. There's our pile of squirrel beside our mushrooms. Not a bad little pile for such a small squirrel. Alright, so we got our little pot here, and I'm gonna put some water in it, and then I got some of these OXO beef broth things. I'm gonna put 2 of those in, I think, and then put all the vegetables, all the meat in, and let it just stew around for a while, get nice and tender. As you can see, the beef and bacon is over there frying away. So yeah, that's the next step. I'm getting closer to having my squirrel meal. Alright, so got all my vegetables, squirrel, and bacon and beef cooked. Water's just about boiling. I'm gonna put in these bad boys and get ready for the most delicious soup you've ever seen in your life. pretty damn good, and it's smelling a lot better too. That's for sure. All those flavors are combining, and potatoes are still a bit hard, so I'm gonna let it cook for a bit longer, and then it should be good. I almost feel bad. His buddy's chirping at me while I'm cooking up his buddy right now. Sorry, man. Don't worry, you're safe though. Just eating one for today. Alright, so it is officially done, and it looks delicious. There's everything in there, including some squirrel. So, gonna give it a minute to cool down, and then we will try it out. I'm pretty excited, actually. A lot more than I was about an hour ago. So, yeah. Alright, here we go. Squirrel soup. We got some mushroom in there, some squirrel, potato, celery, carrots, everything but the beef. So, bottoms up. Didn't taste any hint of squirrely taste, which is probably a good thing. No pine taste anyways. Pretty good. I don't know what else to say, rather than if you're out in the bush and you really needed to eat some food, squirrel would be an awesome option. So, I'm going to continue eating this. You don't want to see me eat the whole thing, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode anyways. And make sure you give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more outdoor videos like this, because this was pretty fun to do. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you on the next one.